Hello guys, Sudarshan Kumar over here. As I promised you that we will learn the goods and service tax concept more briefly in practical way. So today I am with the practical explanation, with the rates, with the percentages, with everything, with explicit way of explanation. So I always say you that goods and service tax will have a lot of advantages. So simply if I say you that goods and service tax will have a lot of advantages, you may ask me how the goods and service tax will give the advantages. So these type of percentage will explain you that goods and service tax will have lot of advantage. So what type of advantages which we are going to have? So we have a explicit way of percentages which will really give you the concept of goods and service tax with rates and percentages. So goods and service tax is very important concept. Out of 225 nations, nearly 150 nations have adopted this concept of goods and service tax. So it is very important for our country to implement goods and service tax in the interest of the people, interest of the nation. So shall we start? Yeah, sure. We'll start the concept of goods and service tax with rates and percentages. So if I say you that goods and service tax will bring the advantage, will reduce some percentages of taxation system in some goods. So here we have those goods. So if before starting anything, we'll learn about these goods. These goods are basic goods. Sir, you may ask me, sir, what are the basic goods? Basic goods are known as the goods which we consume regularly, which we use daily life, regularly which we use. Those goods comes under basic goods. So government has kept in their mind regarding those basic goods, and they have given the percentages and rates in those taxation system. So here we have basic percentages of taxation system. So we will learn about this basic goods and taxation system. So on 18th May, our sir Arun Jaitley has decided all these things. So we were enjoying with something else, and Arun Jaitley sir were just framing this percentage. So don't worry, I am here to explain you all these things. Okay. So let us start the concept here. So the percentages which are very less on some goods, basic goods. So food grains like seeds, food grains, milk which we consume regularly, and jaggery. So I think everyone knows jaggery. So on this, so you may just assume the percentage of jaggery earlier. 11% of jaggery were there earlier, means not jaggery, everything, seeds, milk and jaggery. So including all those, earlier taxation was 11%, but now 0%. So you need not to pay any taxation on these products, 0%. This much of benefit when we are having. Why to not understand the concept of goods and service tax? And how many of you like sweets? I myself like sweets. So earlier percentages, taxation percentage was 12%, but now only 5%. Once goods and service tax. I think there will be a lot of queue in the front of the street shop once the goods and service tax is implemented, because a lot of reduction, a lot of relief which we are going to have after the implementation of goods and service tax on the sweets and oil, sugar, tea powder. So people who love consuming tea can consume 6 to 7 times per day now after implementation of goods and service tax. And now very important, coal and masala powder. So I think every Sunday comes when you buy chicken and just fry the chicken. So your masala powder rate will be reducing from July 1st. So coal. So you may ask me, sir, why are you talking about the coal? We don't have any use of coal nowadays. We have gas. Here's the electricity which we are getting now, coal, thermal electricity. So once the rates after the implementation of goods and service tax, what will happen? Rate is coming down, coal rate is coming down. So we'll get cheaper rate of electricity, or electricity will be reduced. Your burden will be reduced once and goods and service tax is implemented, because electricity is, you take this electricity part of the goods, coal. Percentage of tax on coal was 12%. Once the goods and service tax is implemented, what will be the percentage? Only 5%. So benefit. Always we are talking about benefit. On hair oil, toothpaste, soap. I have already told you that we have a lot of advantage on the basic needs. Basic needs means without these needs, our life is empty. without these needs. Regularly we require these things. So these are become cheap. So we expend lot of expenditure on these things. So government has kept these things in mind and just implemented this concept of goods and services. So on hair oil, toothpaste, soap, what was the percentage? Earlier 24% was the taxation system, was the tax burden, but now 18%. So how much relief we are having? We are having 6% of relief on these products. So is it not advantage? Yeah, it is advantage because we are having 6% of benefit. And now we are talking about capital goods. I think all of you know the meaning of capital goods. Capital goods in the sense the goods which are used in the production process. So like machinery. So even on those goods also taxation burden has been reduced. So earlier there was 28% of taxation. Now it has reduced to 18%. So you may ask me, sir, what is the use of capital goods? So what advantage we are going to have once tax will reduce on these capital goods? I will explain, bro, don't worry. So earlier the investment was very less in these capital goods. People were not ready to invest in the machineries. They were investing in the business, agriculture and all those things. But once this taxation rates will reduce, people will show some interest to invest in these capital goods. And as investment increases and capital goods increases, what will happen? Production will come up. Once the production will come up, employment opportunities will come. People with unemployed will get employment opportunity, and this will add to our national income, and that will build our country's income, and our country will become strong and it will become developed country. So we are net advantage we have. So government is very intelligent, my dear friend. It's a great concept according to me. It's a very useful concept. So we have discussed about these things. So you may ask me, sir, how many products are we have? Numerous products. So what government will have the design for those numerous products? My dear friends, don't worry. Only 1200 products, nearly 1200 to 1100 products have been given GST. So we will discuss. So now you should understand my concept. You should follow me. So as said that 1200 products have come under GST. 1200 goods are comes under GST. So consider those 1200 products as 100%. Consider those 1200 products as 100%. So we will talk about the tax percentage. So if these 1200 goods, let me explain clearly. This 1200 goods as 100%. So on this 1200 goods, 7% of this 1200 will not have any tax. Will not have any tax. See, 1200. 7% of 1200 will not have any tax. So what are the goods which comes under this 7%? Here, seeds, milk, jaggery, 0% of tax. So all these goods are 7% of 1200. So will not have any tax. Lot of advantage. If you are buying milk early morning, you need not to pay tax. Now if the milk packet is starting 20 rupees, tomorrow it may charge around 17 to 18 rupees. You may get benefit of 2 rupees. One day benefit of 2 rupees will give you a lot of advantage. And on some goods means on 14% of goods, 14% of 1200. 14% of 1200 goods will have only 5% of taxation. Will have only 5% of taxation. So earlier we showed 12%, now only 5%, like coal, masala powder, seeds, oil, sugar, tea powder. Will have only 5% of goods taxation system. And so on 17% of 1200 goods will have only 12% of taxation. So on 1200 goods, 17% of 1200 goods will have only 12% of taxation. And on 43% of goods out of 1200 goods, 43% of goods out of 1200 goods will have only 18% of taxation system. Will have only 18% of taxation system. On 19% of goods, so my dear friends, you should be very careful. Out of 19% of goods, out of 1200 goods, 19% of 1200 will have only taxation system of 28%. So burden will be 28. This is the structure of 100% of. So 1200 goods are allocated under GST. On 1200 products, 7%, 14%, 17%, 43%, and 19% allocation of goods and service tax is there. So, sir, you are only appraising our government. Sir is always encouraging government. He's just on the side of government is never bringing out the negative points of government. So my dear friend, these are not negative points, but these are the things now which we are going to discuss. They are becoming somewhat costlier, somewhat exorbitant. You need to pay some exorbitant amount to buy these products. So some costlier things where prices of some goods will spiral, means mushroom, means increase. So we will discuss those goods here, where some goods are we have to pay more money after the implementation of goods and services. So here we have those things. So mobile handset. So mobile handset. So earlier we used to pay 12% of mobile handset, but now we are paying 18%. So earlier we used to pay 12%. Now we have to pay after the implementation of goods and services 18% of taxation system. So I think in families, some families, their parents really force children really force their parents to buy the mobile. So a small suggestion to those parents: so if you want to buy a mobile phone for your children, just buy before July 1st, because rates are going to increase. So if you buy before July 1st, it will be good. It will charge less amount for you. So it will be advantage. And people who are planning to buy TV, fridge, AC, LED, refrigerators, so be careful, buy before July 1st. So sir, you might increasing the market after your videos. So I'm not talking about increasing the market, but whatever the government has said, I'm just bringing in front of you. So TV, fridge, AC, LED, refrigerator. So earlier we used to have 25% of taxation, and now we have 28% of taxation. 3% increase in the taxation burden. So I think you got a clear idea. I hope that you got a clear idea. Definitely. So now the big concept here coming, that your dream of buying a car may become costlier. Your dream of buying a car may become costlier because cars have been divided into two types. Small car, in spite of bringing a small